I fear that my generation is the first generation that hands to our kids for the first time, a world that's not better than the previous world.
So hello everyone, welcome to the Tesla Addict show. I have with me here Silke and Rolf from British Columbia with their Model X, of course, as you could see behind. And well, tell us what you guys are doing. What's the big trip all about?
Well, we're crossing Canada. We so far have been driven 9,000 kilometers in about 7 weeks. And we're doing so with the Tesla Model X and pulling a camping trailer at the same time. And because we know this is a first, because it wasn't possible before, we're also taking this opportunity to raise awareness for electric cars and solar energy.
We've driven now, my estimate is about 5,000, maybe 6,000 kilometers without any supercharging. So, which means we've been doing slow charging. It's okay if you're just going from campground to campground every day. You know, leave in the morning with a full tank of electrons.
Sometimes
and then you have lunch somewhere and you continue on at 3, 4 o'clock, you know, you're in the next place and you charge overnight.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, but as soon as you want to go a little bit further,
Well,
then
that's
the trouble
about 250 kilometers, right?
Yeah,
that
that's
we
about
can make,
250.
at a speed of 70 kilometers an hour.
Yeah,
so we're not going fast.
I've been driving in the emergency stopping lane a lot.
Yeah.
Probably 20% of my distance has been done in that.
Yeah, and that's completely acceptable. And if I understood correctly, you guys were actually traveling a lot with a gas motorhome, right? So do you find it easier with the electric vehicle, more relaxing or harder? Or?
Well, it's a lot easier on the wallet.
Yeah.
Because my electrical bill, my refilling bill so far is somewhere around $3.50.
Ooh.
we had to pay once so far.
At a Chatamo charger in Merritt.
Yeah.
With the motorhome, it would have been at least $100. Well, for the distance we traveled, about $80 per day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, times
7.
Yeah, we didn't travel every day, but we would have probably spent way over $1,000 in gasoline so far.
Yeah.
Probably more, $2,000 of gasoline.
It's immense it's an immense difference, right?
That's not the important thing. The important thing is just now we didn't poison the environment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We have
It feels better.
It feels a lot better because we enjoyed traveling in the motorhome, but the longer we traveled in it, the more we felt also bad about what we're doing at the same time, and it was getting harder and harder to actually enjoy the nice countryside that Canada has to offer when you're also thinking about you're destroying it for future generations.
Yeah.
It's just
Total contradiction.
Yeah, by doing this, you're really living in the now, you know, camping and doing this, but you're also thinking of the future.
And of course, I mean, we started this very, very early on in the whole development of the chargers. So what we're experiencing now, other people that hopefully follow in our footsteps won't experience because there will be more and more chargers around.
Absolutely.
And also more and more fast chargers.
Okay. Because, of course, we have been experiencing this charging problem. One thing is our car uses about double the energy per driven kilometer to a regular car.
Right.
You mean to a regular Tesla?
To a regular Tesla. Without the trailer, it's about half. Mm-hmm. Sun Country Highway has been very good in installing quite a number of chargers, and they're all what the maximum, or many of them are the maximum what normal AC can provide and what cars can take. We're lucky with this car that it can actually get up to, I think, 18 kilowatts charging. Tesla with a double charger is 22 kilowatts, Model S. And with a regular charger is 11. If you're looking at a Leaf, the initial Leafs had 3.3 kilowatts. The better Leafs, and I think the BMWs now, they have 6 kilowatts. We're charging at 16. So it's still relatively fast, but still, for every hour driven, we have to charge for 3 hours.
Yeah. It's a ratio, but...
Yeah. Or at least 2.5 hours. And that's just not possible. But on the other hand,
not ideal for long-range travel. That's the problem. We are talking about long-range travel right now, not local travel. Local travel is a completely different topic.
And there are companies like in the prairies, which is PV Mart, which really support this movement. But they're also not necessarily in an area where they have high power supplies, or if they use high power for, let's say they put in a 50 or 75 kilowatt charger, a DC fast charger. The local electricity company may be dinging them with demand charges, which may be $10,000 a month without using a kilowatt hour.
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of a chicken and egg situations that they may be interested in providing faster chargers, but it's cost prohibitive. So I've been thinking, how can I get to J.B. Straubel and Elon Musk and say, Tesla, you're doing a very, very damn good job putting in superchargers.
Yeah.
But I also understand you can't put a supercharger, north of the polar circle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Or anywhere, close to
Yeah.
that, because the density is just not there. It's a starting company. But how would it be if, because you have put it on your flags to accelerate the advent of sustainable energy and transport. And to achieve this is like people here, you're talking about cottage country, right?
Yeah, cottage country. Yeah.
People from Toronto go to the cottage country, and that's outside of the supercharger area for many people.
Yeah.
And we see so many people up there with big trucks that are towing camping trailers, so they can't do anything like this because there's no charging infrastructure. But if we would go now and say Tesla develops let's say a 75 kilowatt charger with built-in power walls, batteries, or something similar, one contained unit, and it charges at the 20 kilowatts that the AC can provide. But on the front end, it can provide up to 75 kilowatts. Most of the times, the car charger's sitting there doing nothing, which means it can slowly charge the onboard battery that's in the stationary charger at PV Mart, at Tim Hortons, at whatever.
Yeah.
So it doesn't create any demand charges. But then when a car plugs in, it can give full juice.
Yeah. That's interesting.
That would be great. And if Tesla would make one that is Tesla connector, CHAdeMO, and CCS, then everybody, any car can charge on it. They should sell it at a slight profit.
Yeah.
And
now with as we were talking about earlier, there's more and more electric vehicles, which is good. But I'm sure you've seen many pictures of. I'm going to use the supercharger as an example, but absolute lineups at superchargers. Right? There's like 20 cars waiting to charge. And now with the Model 3, and then
but you have to see that this is usually 1 or 2 days a year on the very busiest weekend, or because there was a Tesla party nearby at the Gigafactory or at whatever local thing, or there was a big whatever, and everybody with a Tesla went there, and on the way back they're surprised that there's a lineup.
But I think Max is right. I mean, the Model 3 will come with completely new challenges.
Yeah, and that's a lot of what my I call them gas friends. They'll tell me, they go, yeah, it's nice. Oh, I saw 6 Teslas charging yesterday. Oh, yeah, that's good. What's going to happen when the 3 is going to come? Well,
I think Tesla has been very, very good at planning.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
And planning right, to whatever the bleeding edge is. So still, we can do this much without killing ourselves.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
I think there's been phenomenal in doing that.
And
so I trust them they do that for the future.
I trust they have ideas for the Model 3s.
Well, before delivery of the Model 3 starts, they're saying the number of superchargers will double.
I heard that too, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then the other thing is the supercharging will not be part of the price of the Model 3.
Yeah.
You will have to opt for it. And most people, and we have no idea what they do. Will they do it like similar to like they had with the Model S, 60 kilowatt, $2,000 gives the car free access for life of the car. Or if they do something where you can buy 10 credits. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like a card system or phone.
Everybody has a Tesla app.
Yeah.
And I want to go for a 3-week vacation, so let's put 10 credit on it, and that costs $100.
Yeah.
Because now it's from your phone, it's linked to your car because your phone is already linked to your car. And
Absolutely.
That would be the simplest payment system that you can have for a Tesla.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for innovation and a lot of ideas that can happen with charging. Like, it's a whole new world, right? For gas, it's just, you don't have a gas tank at home or a gas station at home, right? You just
we
fill
do.
up.
We have an electric gas station
Don't
at
call
home.
it
Yeah,
a
yeah,
gas
yeah.
station.
We have a solar panels on our roof, and it makes enough to drive this car 1.5 times around the world every year, 60,000 kilometers.
Yeah,
What could be better?
Yeah.
You know who feels really bad about that? Exxon.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's and you know, a lot of people also ask me, or one of the most common questions is, how long does it take to charge?
6 seconds.
Yeah, and well, it depends, right? Because the supercharge is different from a 110 and all this. So there's a lot of, you know, plugs and outlets that you got to look at, and so.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Most people will drive, let's say, 11 out of 12 months near their home, maybe 200 kilometers away. That means for those 11 months, if you have an electric car, you're charging. Every charge takes you 6 seconds. You come home, you get out of your car, you plug it in, takes 3 seconds.
Yeah.
You enjoy your time with your family, you have dinner, you have a nice sleep, you get up in the morning, you have breakfast, you come to your car, it's fully charged, you unplug it, takes 3 seconds. You do that for 11 months, twice a week, let's say. Because twice a week you may be going to a gas station. That is about 80 times. 80 times, 10 minutes to go to a gas station is 800 minutes.
Yeah.
It's over 10 hours. You wasted at the gas station. After 11 months, I'm 10 hours ahead of every gasoline car. I can wait now for 20 minutes, no problem whatsoever. And the best thing about the 20 minutes that I'm waiting for it, I'm making $120 an hour. Because it costs $60 for a $60 for a fill up, while I'm sitting at Starbucks, having coffee, whatever, and I'm making $120 an hour because it's free.
Yeah.
I can't make money faster than that. Few people can.
Yeah. No, it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's important that people realize that they will be driving locally most of the time. So to say there is no charger network.
Every home has a charger. You have a dryer outlet.
And if you
have a charger. That's it.
If you're a 2-car household, the second one can easily be an electric car. It's be so doable. Yeah.
So, and I think there's a very interesting development right now in the news, and that is that, for example, today a German pulmonologist has sued Volkswagen for increasing the number of lung diseases that he sees in his practice. And he says, I don't want to keep fixing things that diesel engines destroy.
Yeah.
We have to go to the source and not make this happen. And that's a very interesting development because in North America the numbers are over 100,000 people die prematurely every year because of traffic pollution. It's probably pretty good here in Barrie most of the time because there's not much around.
Yeah, but in the big cities it is a problem.
And we see that on an easterly wind from Victoria. We go up on one of the hills and we're looking over the ocean and there's brown soup oozing out from Seattle and from Vancouver and onto the Strait of Georgia.
It's not pretty and it's not healthy at all.
Well,
it's
no.
safe.
It's just when you're right in it, you don't see it, you don't notice it.
Yeah.
And you only start smelling it when you switch to an electric car.
Absolutely, yeah. And, you know, out of sight, out of mind, you know?
Yeah.
And I find a lot of people have that mentality, you know, oh yeah, pollution there, oh we're good here, and I'm good with my, you know, Ford F-150 and my big pickup truck, and, you know, oh, what am I going to do? What's one person?
I'm not going to make no difference.
Exactly,
that's the other thing.
You know, that's just one drop and then one drop and then everyone, and the bucket's full.
Yeah.
So, if I kill somebody, you know, that's one person extra, that doesn't make no difference. Why should I get, go to prison for that?
Yeah, no, it's it's a little exaggerated, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's the way you have to think.
Yeah.
Because car exhaust kills.
It does.
Simple as that.
That's proven.
Yeah, no, so we're not affiliated with Tesla.
Absolutely.
And not sponsored by Tesla. We're doing this because we believe in it. And it's
We don't
close
believe in
to
Tesla.
our...
We believe in sustainable transport and energy.
Well, we're doing this because we believe in
Yeah,
what we're doing
yeah.
here right now.
So we're making detours too, because we hear something has a solar installation, which may be tiny compared to whatever there's a big installations, but it's somewhere out in the boondocks.
Yeah.
And you know, somebody there takes the effort. He's living in a clean environment, or they are way out to nowhere land, but they still want to make a difference for their children.
And we actually came across quite a few solar installations just driving through this particular area. So this is very nice to see. It's very uplifting to see that there is a change, and obviously the Ontario government is doing something right to put out incentives for people and companies to do that. So that's great.
Yes.
One thing I've seen so far from the maps is, from my point of view, it's not necessarily going into the right locations. And that's just because I would have done probably the same planning before owning a electric car before, because you think in the terms of gas stations. And for an electric car, you shouldn't think in the terms of gas stations, because 90% of the electric gas stations don't need to exist because you charge at home. There's the problem if you don't own your own home. But in Canada, it's lots of people that have their own home, or the wherever you work, they should supply the charger, so you charge during the day while your car is parked at work. And then all the charging is taken care of, either at your home or at work. And the fast chargers are only needed between cities to go for long distance travels. It's not there for convenient charging.
Yeah. And Elon even mentioned that.
Yes.
With the
Yeah.
Supercharger.
Yeah.
And this is little different than most fast chargers, that it is actually on the edge of Barrie, so near a big city. Up here it is a big city. But I assume, because normally the superchargers are between cities, but I assume, you know, going north from here, there is nearly no place that can actually provide this load, that this will draw when all six are in operation. Here you have the big power lines, you have a big shopping area, so there's lots of power supply going in here, and they can hook onto that and don't crash it. If you go further north, you don't have these big power points. And that's where, again, as I said before, a single or maybe a double charging station with built-in batteries can be the thing, because it's only going to use maybe 3 or 4 times a day. But that's what the gasoline people want.
Yeah.
They want to be able to say, yeah, I'm going to Kenora and I'm going to have fast chargers there.
Yep. And you have to trust that it works, and you will get a spot you get to charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but again, you know, so one thing they should do on these chargers is that they charge you for the time that you spend there, like a parking meter.
Yeah.
So somebody goes there, they want to be out as soon as possible, so they pay as little as possible. So they're making room for the next one to charge. If that one is free or it's paid by the kilowatt hour, yeah, plug it in. The car is full. Yeah, I'm sitting here with my car here. Another 10 minutes. What does it care? You know, the car is just sitting there. It's full anyway, right? And I'm not moving on.
Yeah.
So this is different from gas stations, right?
And that's some
Because-
people take advantage of the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's very convenient to have the cars. You know, in a gas station, I go there, I want to be gone.
Yeah.
It stinks, it's smelly, it's noisy, it's all these things. But if I plug the car in, I'm going over to have a coffee or something, that may be just very enjoyable, and I meet somebody that I can chat with, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, charging your car becomes an enjoyable pastime.
Yeah.
But when I got the electric car, I could only associate charging the car with my experience at a gas station,
Yeah.
which in general is horrible, with the smell and the noise and all this stuff. But all of a sudden, you're enjoying spending time while your car is charging. It's a very different mindset.
Yeah. and,
Maybe it gets us out of this rush.
Exactly. It's more relaxing, right? You can
Yeah.
take your time. Not too much time. You don't.
No,
you
we don't want the 3 hours. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing. 3 hours
But-
is a little much.
Yeah, for an example, this January we drove from Victoria to Florida with the Model S, and in April we drove back. Altogether 16,000 kilometers, 10,000 miles. And We did the whole thing on supercharger network, down on the south of the border. It's really nice. And we never waited for the car. The car always waited for us, which is a totally new experience. And I don't think that, somebody in a gas car with 2 drivers would have been able to beat us. Maybe, and then with the autopilot going through the boring prairies, you set it on, you supervise it, you keep your hand on the wheel, but you're not constantly drifting out. Oh yeah. Maybe I should have a break now because I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
I've seen this so often with trucks in front of us, and they go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, come back.
It's scary.
Yeah.
You know exactly they're tired.
Yeah.
Right?
And it also takes the ease, right? Because a lot of people on big trips, say to Arizona, Florida, wherever, you're gonna stop, right? And might as well charge while you're stopping, right? While you're, getting your coffee, walking the dog.
Walk the dog.
Whatever it might be.
So while you're recharging, your car is recharging.
Exactly.
Manufacturers now coming out with this new standard CCS, which is really a step back in technology. It's awful, the adapter. It looks like a big diesel nozzle for a big truck. When Tesla is this little lipstick kind of thing.
That you just plop
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
And the Tesla charger always has exactly one button.
Yeah.
Same as your home charger, the same on the fast supercharger. It's always the same thing, and that's it. You go to a Chatamo charger, you better go online and do a course on it.
Yeah, it is a learning
Look up a
curve,
YouTube
right?
video. How do I use this one?
Yeah.
The first time I couldn't get into it.
No, we were there like, what?
Gotta go.
How? What?
That doesn't speak for German engineers.
Which he is.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a teardrop-shaped Alto R1723 from Safari Condo in Quebec. And we decided to get this one for our trip after Rolf did quite a bit of research. It's lightweight, it's the aerodynamic teardrop shape, that's what Rolf wanted. And I wanted hard walls, I didn't want a tent trailer, and I wanted a toilet in the camper. And this one has it all.
And this one has a semi-retractable roof.
Yeah.
So the roof comes down about 1 foot, which still makes it accessible when the roof is down. You want to go in and you get something from the fridge or whatever. So it's not a totally retractable roof, but it reduces the frontal area somewhat. And with that, it runs. You don't notice it behind
Yeah.
behind the
I
bullets.
sometimes check, is it still there? You can't feel it at all when you're
Only
driving.
when you see the power consumption go up with the speed.
That's
dramatically,
the only thing.
Then you know, I have something behind me, a big barn door.
Yeah.
So, and Rolf did 2 modifications to the trailer to make it even better for us.
Yeah. So I have some experience with living on a boat for extended periods of time, and I've converted several boats, including friends' boats, from lead acid batteries to lithium batteries because they have a higher density, better charge and discharge capabilities, and so on. So you can run pretty big loads from the batteries, like inverters, to run water kettles, toasters, coffee makers, and so on.
And just a side note, it's actually amazing to see that where we are, or where our boat is, about 75% of all the sailing vessels have solar panels.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's totally acceptable and normal in the sailing community. It's great.
So these solar panels can provide, probably during the day, like a day like today, somewhere around 3 to 5 kilowatt hours
Yeah, that's good.
energy. The batteries store somewhere around 4 to 5 kilowatt hours as well. So the plan here is, when we come to a campground, we need to plug in the car, no questions. But that means that the trailer has to be able to run independently, and we can do that. Sometimes we still plug it in if we have a second plug, but we have an inverter in there that we can run. And we converted the trailer to induction cooking from the propane cooking to cut down on the propane use. We have a electric running heat pump in there that we can use. And right now, still the fridge is right now running off propane because we got a propane AC fridge, and if it runs on AC, it's really, really inefficient.
But we want to change that.
So we want to change that out at the factory, hopefully, and replace it with a 12-volt fridge. That means we won't be using any propane here. But that's the only thing that we're using propane for.
I mean, there's some things that electric isn't the best for yet, you know, but I mean, it's great that you have solar panels. I mean, I've never seen that. Like when I heard that you put solar panels on a trailer, that's great. I personally haven't ever seen anything like that.
Well, I think a lot with what we're doing has to do with the evolution of solar panels.
Yeah.
I mean, now they are available and affordable in a semi-flexible material, which is great for our solar, for our
They're
camper.
curved, they follow the curve of the trailer.
Yeah.
Remember 3 years ago?
I never
4 years ago,
remember 3 years
2012. 2012, yeah. When I wanted to have the solar panels installed on our boat in France, and everybody said, can't be done, impossible. Then I did it on the dock myself, and then the people that I asked to install, can we come? We want to install. We want to do the same thing for some of our customers. They're asking for it already.
Yeah, and that's good.
It's just people just sometimes don't.
Yeah, they need to see it to
They
believe
need
it,
to see
right?
it.
Like
Yes.
everybody was saying,
Need
you
to
know,
see
Elon
it
Musk went
or need to try it
crazy
out.
making a gigafactory, right? It's
Yeah.
going to make more lithium batteries than the whole world produces.
Yeah.
And I mean, for Tesla and Solar City to get together is, for us, perfect.
Yeah, it's great.
Makes so much sense. It's a great move, really.
There's a few
I-
naysayers there, but yeah, I think
Always,
it's a.
always.
Oh yeah. With every change, you know, you're going from a horse carriage to a car, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
There were some interesting pictures of New York, like 1 year and then a year and a half later, the same street. 1 year there's one car there and everything else is just horse-drawn carriages.
Wow.
And then a little later, there's all cars and one horse-drawn carriage.
Yeah, no, and I really think that electric vehicles are going to overpower gas. Like, I don't know how soon.
Well, I saw somebody with a really big grin on his face yesterday flooring this car.
Was that me?
Yeah, I think it was you. It looked very similar to you.
Yeah.
And that's just the thing. The driving experience of an electric car is far superior to any gasoline car. It doesn't matter if it's a Rolls-Royce or a Mercedes or BMW or Jaguar. I won't speak of Corvettes or whatever because those are.
I mean,
For me, you know, those are just rumple things because they're not convenient.
yeah. But yeah, no, just the driving experience and just the car itself, right? It's safer, it's more efficient, obviously, no emissions.
Safest SUV on the planet.
Yeah.
Safest sedan on the planet.
Yeah, you can't beat that. And you know, with these families, but they still want their Land Rovers and whatever, it's like, what are you doing? For the same price, you could get a beautiful Model X. You'll be safe, you'll be cleaner, you'll be doing something for the environment, promoting, sustainable energy. And you know, you're proving. You know, some people, as I mentioned, they need to see it to believe it. And Victoria to St. John's in an electric vehicle? No way. Like
With camping trailer.
With camping trailer.
Because
Because
people have done
without-
it before.
Without the
without a
camping trailer, it's
But you guys are here in Ontario now, in Barrie.
Yeah.
More than halfway done.
Yep.
And I mean,
Still smiling.
It's still smiling, yeah. And
No, it's been fun. It's been fun. You know, it's been the most fun has been to meet all the interesting people like you
Yeah.
that want to do something or have done something and are just somewhere where you would not expect it and are just doing great things and moving in the right direction. It's so heartwarming to see that, to experience that.
yeah,
No, but we're kind of experiencing the same thing that we experienced with the Model S in 2014, now in 2016 with the Model X. Because of course it looks different than anything else, and
Wow.
it raises even more awareness. So
Yeah.
it's another step, which is very, very nice to see. So we've talked to a
Like-
lot of people.
Like the last campground where,
Yeah.
boy, it was raining and
It was
we
raining
had
and
50
we were
people
still
sitting in the
standing.
car in the afternoon all the way until it got dark. The morning we wanted to leave, we just couldn't get away because there was just everybody was congregating on us.
But in a way, that's good, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then they'll
That's
tell
what we
their
want.
friends. And
That's
then,
what
yeah,
we want.
Exactly.
That's what we want.
That's what,
Yeah.
and that's why also why we're blogging about the whole experience on TeslaXCanada.com, and from there, there's links to social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And we count on everybody out there to share and just
Share, like, and comment.
Be part of this revolution, EV revolution.
Yeah, and you know that's how the word's gonna get out, right?
Yes.
By telling your friends, and oh, I knew a guy that, and then
Like your gas friends.
yeah, exactly. You have to convince them and persuade them, but no,
It'll come.
You guys are literally living my dream. I really hope to do this one day, and it's amazing what you guys are doing.
Come visit us in Victoria.
I will once I get this.
When you get your Model 3
Yeah.
or Model Y.
Yeah, we'll see what the future has to hold, right? Well, it's looking good. It's looking good.
Looking
with all
good,
the
absolutely.
electric vehicles and people like you. You guys are doing it right. So, thumbs up to you guys.
So thumbs up to you too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.